All right, our topic of discussion today is what you need to know about measles and immunization. So, first things first, we're going to talk about measles, an overview of measles. So, what is measles?
All right, thank you. Measles is a viral infection, all right, and it is known to be the most contagious viral infection. It happens in mostly in children and also in adults as well. So that is measles.
Measles is a viral infection. So, what is the cause of measles?
Yeah, measles is a viral infection. What I mean by that is that it is caused by virus. All right. What happens is when somebody that is infected with the virus, with measles, all right, is in an atmosphere and coughs or sneezes in an atmosphere, or possibly even touch a surface, it tends to infect the surface, whereby anybody that enters the particular place and that person is not vaccinated against measles, the person tends to be contacted and also be infected with measles, because the measles virus can stay in a space for like 2 hours, even after
Okay.
the infected person that shared it through sneezing or coughing has left.
All right, well, you're already talking extensively. Like, I was going to take it one after the other. You're already telling us the means through which we can get it, but we're still going to get to that part. Okay, so you already told us what measles is a viral infection and the cause of the measles. Even though from the definition you gave us, you already told us what the cause of measles, which is a virus. Okay, so yes, what are the symptoms of measles?
Okay. The most notable symptom is the rash,
Okay,
the body rash that the
okay,
person will feel, and also there is fever. Also, we have the infected person is likely going to have running nose, conjunctivitis, redness of eye that is watery. Many people call that Apollo. All
okay.
right, it's likely going to be there as well. So that's just the basic symptoms that you will see when somebody is infected with
Measles.
measles.
All right, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ra lórí ìkànnì Success 105.3 FM ní àwa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá ètò ìlera ṣe kókó ṣe pàtàkì náà ni ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Nǹkan tá a dẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí náà ni ìgbóná measles. A ti sọ nǹkan tó ń fà á, a ti sọ nǹkan tó jẹ́ gangan. A dẹ̀ ti ń sọ àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ máa rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àpẹẹrẹ bóyá ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́mọ yín o àbí nǹkan kan, àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ máa rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àpẹẹrẹ. Màá fẹ́ kí akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ wa kan tó bá wa sọ dáadáa torí èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì náà fi kọ́kọ́ sọ tẹ́lẹ̀, so kan tó bá wa fi èdè tiwantiwa kan tó fẹ́ bá wa yànnà náà dáadáa sí. Mr. Tónítóní, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí ni àwọn àpẹẹrẹ tí a máa rí tí ìgbóná bá ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí èèyàn àbọ̀mọ kékeré àbágbàlagbà ẹnikẹ́ni yòówù kó bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí?
Ok, ẹ ṣe púpọ̀. A máa ń pè measles ní èdè wa ní ìgbóná, àwọn kan máa ń pè ní ẹ̀yí.
Okay.
So ó depend lórí part ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tá a bá wà.
Okay.
So ohun tó máa ń sábà ń fà ní virus.
Okay.
Infection tó máa ń sábà kòkòrò tá a lè fojú rí tó máa ń fà ní virus. Now tó bá ti dé sínú àgọ́ ara yẹn, báwọn ènìyàn ṣe máa ń kó òun ni wípé tí ẹni tó bá ní ìgbóná yẹn àbí èyí tá à ń sọ yìí, tó tẹ́ni yẹn bá ti wà nínú ibì kan, bóyá in a place like this, all right, tẹ́ni yẹn bá sín àbò wúkọ́ àbò sọ̀rọ̀ tí tọ́kọ̀ sìn jáde látẹnu ẹ̀
tó ṣáà ti fẹ́ sínú
tó ti fẹ́ sínú afẹ́fẹ́, kòkòrò yẹn lè dúró sínú afẹ́fẹ́ for close to 2 hours. And ibi tó wà powerful dé measles ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo àwọn viral infection because ìṣòro tó fi máa ń spread tẹ́mi God forbid mi ò lè ní mọ́ anyway tẹ́nìkan bá ní ó lè infect between 12 to 20 people, let's say on average of 15 persons. Tí kòkòrò bá dẹ̀ ti lè tó bá jáde láti inú sísín àbí láti ikọ́ ọ̀wọ́rẹ́ bàbá yẹn ó lè dúró for 2 hours níbẹ̀. Sẹ́ni tó bá wá sára níbẹ̀ tẹ́ni ò dé tí gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára ẹ̀, okay, tí ò tí wà vaccinated, ẹni yẹn there is 90% chance pé ẹni yẹn máa kó nínú afẹ́fẹ́. So ẹ wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi lédè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì pé báwo la ṣe máa mọ ẹni tó bá ti ní
the symptoms.
alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ni kò tètè kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá ti kọ́kọ́ kó kòkòrò tá à ń sọ kòkòrò measles ó máa tó bíi 10 years mo ní 10 years 10 days kẹ́ni yẹn tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mọ̀ pé òun ti kó nǹkan o. So bá àwọn tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí farahàn ni a máa rí pé ara ẹni yẹn àwọn reddish spots á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jáde lójú ẹni yẹn tá a bá tètè múra mọ́ látọjú yẹn ó máa tàn káàkiri gbogbo ara gbogbo ọwọ́ ẹsẹ̀ ó lè jẹ́ spot lára àwọn ibì kan ọ̀kúkọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ẹ̀ tó máa dá pupa roborobo bẹ́ẹ̀ inú ẹnu ẹni yẹn a máa rí àwọn spot whitish spot kan náà nínú ẹ tẹ́ bá la ẹnu ẹni yẹn kẹ́ ẹ wò ẹ máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yá ara bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í gbóná adípẹ́ ni ẹ ní running nose àwọn kòkòrò tó ti wọlé sára ẹni yẹn for the past 10 days òun ló fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í farahàn yẹn o then ẹ tún máa rí pé kò ṣe running nose nìkan oríṣiríṣi mo ti dárúkọ ara gbígbóná ara nǹkan tẹ́ máa rí tẹ́niyẹn bá ti kó kínní ní ara bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa kán ó dẹ̀ tún lè lápòlò náà tójú ẹ̀ máa pọ́n tá a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í yọmi.
kó tó wá di pé ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń ṣú jáde lára ẹ̀.
àwa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ṣú jáde àná dẹ̀ léwu tá a bá tètè tọ́jú ẹ̀ measles ìgbó náà ń ṣe nǹkan kékeré o.
Moving on, please. You mentioned something that it can be in the system for like 10 days before it manifests,
yes.
Which means that there is stages for its manifestation in the body.
The way it does is tó bá ti kọ́kọ́ wọlé ó máa okay when the person is infected,
yes,
all right, in the respiratory tract it tends to replicate itself moving to there is a cell in around the lungs called the macrophage.
Okay.
So àwọn yẹn ọgọ́ ló yẹ kó dáàbò bo fukufuku àyà yẹn so ibẹ̀ yẹn ló máa ti kọ́kọ́ wọlé sára yẹn and àwọn bọ́nà ṣe dá àgọ́ ara wa àgọ́ ara náà ní àwọn soldiers kankan tó yẹ pé iṣẹ́ wọn ni láti dáàbò bò orúkọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin 10 days ẹni mò ń sọ yìí o táwọn yẹn bá ti notice pé there is something wrong with this they will go to that macrophage and tend to do the normal cleansing but it will look as if it is gone, but the virus is not gone. Later on it will start manifesting, which will make them send notice, the body system, the immune system will send notice to other cells. Mi fẹ́ máa dárúkọ àwọn terminologies nítorí àwọn tó gbogbo ẹni tó ń gbé wa kọ́ ni ẹni tó mọ̀ pa kìnìún kó ṣàti lè yé wa. So àwọn yẹn náà wá sáré wá pé káwọn tó bá ti ń wá yẹn lòun ti máa àwọn kòkòrò yẹn máa wọlé sínú àwọn yẹn. Wọ́n la fi sọ pé ìgbóná àbẹ́ yìí jẹ́ nǹkan tó lágbára gidi gan tí wọ́n bá tètè tọ́jú ẹ̀ àyà wọlé sínú àwọn lymph node adigun tàn káàkiri gbogbo ara òun wá ní ẹ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí para ń ṣú àtàwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so ohun tó ṣe pàtàkì jù ní bí ká gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára ti measles yìí àtàwọn ọ̀dà abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára ṣá láti lè dènà láti má kó.
to prevent it. We're getting there, but first what are the risk factors? Irú àwọn èèyàn wo ni ó ṣeé ṣe kí irun àrùn yìí kó wọlé sí lára?
ẹ máa dárúkọ mẹ́rin.
Okay.
Alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ first person is anybody that is not vaccinated. There is measles vaccine.
Yes.
So if you are not vaccinated, you are not fully vaccinated, you are prone to contract measles. All right. So that's number one. Number two, anybody that is moving from areas where there is high prevalence of measles. Yeah, like in Canada and in US, many people of my age or even younger has never seen a measles case before. Why? Because everybody is vaccinated. So whenever you see a measles case, in fact, in the whole country, they may not get up to 20 in a whole year. And most people that they will see the case, it's people that are traveling from maybe developing countries like Nigeria. Yes. So if you are going to places, it may be communities, even if it's not countries, you know, maybe you are coming from a community where it is highly prevalent there. So or you are moving around people that are travelers to those places where they are not vaccinated and measles is on the high rise there, you are prone to having that. Okay. And also, if somebody has deficiency of vitamin A, deficiency of vitamin A, they are also prone to having this. Finally, now you know I told you that if one person is in a room and has measles, it can infect 12 to 20 other persons. So now look at children going to schools that is not proper. You know, there are some schools that will be 2-bedroom flats, which is a whole school, and they will just divide the school into small portions. So don't back a child with measles may spread it, and those ones also will go home and spread. So those are the risk factors.
All right, thank you very much. I want you to, you've already mentioned the means through which it can be contracted, but I want you to reaffirm that just for someone that is just joining us now. I want to know who gone, I mean, your man back, I saw measles say.
Measles máa wọlé sí ara láti ibi mẹ́ta, ojú, imú, àti ẹnu.
Okay.
The nose, the mouth, and the eyes. All right. So when an infected person sneezes
Okay.
or coughs into the atmosphere, all right, then there is high chance that anybody that enters that is not vaccinated,
At that time.
so a non-vaccinated person enters into that space, there is high chance that the person is going to be infected with measles. So bon man ko ojú yẹn lọ.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're
So
welcome.
please, we want to go a bit deeper now. What are the populations at risk of this disease?
Okay.
What are the population, like irú àwọn èèyàn wo gangan ni ó ṣeé ṣe, like maybe age range, or what are the population at risk of this disease?
Okay, age-wise, it's more common to children than adults.
Okay.
All right, but number 2, people that live in hard-to-reach settlements.
Bí àwọn ìgbèríko.
Àwọn tó ń gbé nínú ìgbèríko yẹn, because most of them don't have primary health care facilities around them. So, and that will affect their chances of going to be vaccinated. All right, if they don't have the knowledge and the benefit that vaccines can give to them. So when you go to the interlands, you know, children there are likely to be prone to this. Also, people that live around airports, or every time you know, I told you that there are some places or even parks. There are some places that are more prone to this
where
particular
there are influx of travelers.
You know, they are also prone to this as well.
Okay, so basically the age range ó wọ́pọ̀ láàrin àwọn ọmọdé.
Yeah.
Àwọn ọmọdé yẹn á jẹ́ bí age range from what age to what age?
Basically, under 9.
Okay, under 9.
Yeah.
Then àwọn àgbàlagbà at any age range for adults.
Yeah, it happens. Àgbàlagbà náà máa ní measles, but kò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ common.
Common bíi tàwọn ọmọ kéékèèké. Okay, so nígbà tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ń sìn nípa àwọn population tó wà at risk, ẹ dárúkọ àwọn ìgbèríko yìí pé látara pé wọn kì í láǹfààní sí àwọn nǹkan medical facilities, òun ló fà á tí wọ́n fi wà at risk. So kí ni àwọn nǹkan tẹ́yìn lérò pé wọ́n lè ṣe láti lè jẹ́ kí ọwọ́ ìtọ́jú kó dé irú àwọn òbí tẹ́ dárúkọ yìí?
Yeah, I can tell you categorically that the Oyo State government is trying in terms of immunization.
Okay.
First, I want everybody to know that immunization is very essential.
Okay.
We all need to be immunized, especially our more. The basic, the normal way to want to set left for immunization is routine immunization.
Okay.
There are some vaccines that are mobile done before contact pay 2 years. All right. Now, it's realistically, there can be PHC facilities in all the communities in the state. Now, and there are some communities that are far away.
They are not accessible.
They are not hard to reach, not well accessible and things like that. But the government is doing something, which I think I'm aware of, is their outreaches. Yeah, outreaches, you know, it's either you are fixed post, staying in the facility where people will come and meet you.
There.
You know, the parents will bring the caregivers will bring their children to be vaccinated in the hospitals, or the hospitals, the healthcare workers, we also take the vaccine to go and meet them there. Yeah. So the government is trying by providing resources to the healthcare workers to take these things to them. Now, there are what we would advise people on is they should ensure that they take these vaccines whenever they get to them.
ṣé ń gbọ́ tán bá ti ń gbé àwọn kìíní wá ẹ má sáwọlé pé nǹkan kan àìrọ̀ ọmọ tèmi ò gbà tó bá ti ń lọ káàkiri mẹ́rin tán dọ́dọ̀ yín pé ẹ wá gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára yìí o kò ní aburú kankan tó fẹ́ ṣe àbí? Does it have any negative effect?
No.
Kò láburú kankan tó máa ṣe ju pé kó ràn yín lọ́wọ́ láti dènà irúfẹ́ irú àwọn nǹkan báyìí náà ni. Nítorí náà tó bá ti ń dọ́dọ̀ yín ìgbà míì wọ́n lè dúró síbì kan pé kẹ́ máa wá gba abẹ́rẹ́ yìí níbẹ̀ tàbí kọ́ máa lọ káàkiri kọ́ máa gbé káàkiri wá sọ́dọ̀ yín pé kẹ́ wá ṣe kò sáburú kankan nínú ẹ̀ ju pé kẹ́ farabalẹ̀ kẹjẹ́ kan fún àwọn ọmọ yín. Then you did mention that okay, I want to ask about this vaccine now. Is it that it has to be from like for young for children or even adults can get the vaccine, or you have to get it from when you're a child and then when you grow up it still keeps working in your system or something? The
normal Nigerian way is that you have 2 shots of the measles vaccine at 9 months and also at 15 months.
Okay.
You get the 2 shots. All right. However, if somebody is older than that age, and you haven't been vaccinated, you can still get your jab. You can still be vaccinated.
Okay.
So the vaccine is also available for adults, but we expect everybody to get it from childhood.
2 doses. The first one is at 9 months.
At 9 months.
Then at 15
At
months.
15, and it's available at all primary health care centers,
Is it for
facilities. Free? For free, of course.
Okay.
For free.
Ṣé ti ń gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò tún ṣe kọ́ máa gbowó lọ́wọ́ yín wọ́n máa ṣe fún yín lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ni.
Ọ̀fẹ́ ni.
So kò ní any reason láti má lọ gbà. Ọ̀fẹ́ náà máa fún yín ó dẹ̀ ṣe kí ni ó ṣe kókó ṣe pàtàkì ó ṣàǹfààní fún yín. Please, I want you to quickly tell us what are the implications. Okay, you just insist pé àníṣe èmi ò gba vaccine yìí o. What will happen? Kí làwọn nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí rẹ̀ níbẹ̀?
Ẹ ṣe púpọ̀. Vaccines generally ó ń dènà àrùn. Àwọn àrùn kan wà tó yẹ pé ó lè pani straight. Àwọn àrùn kan wà tó yẹ pé ó lè sọ ẹni di aláàbọ̀ ara. Come to think of it, a normal person tí everything set, tí ó ní blemish or anything. A normal person tó shit everything set tí ò ní blemish at all. Àti ó ń gbìyànjú láti make it to the top in life. How much more ẹni tó yẹ pé ó ní àbọ̀ ara àbí ó ṣàìsàn tó yẹ pé ó wà incapable tó dẹ̀ yẹ pé nítorí nǹkan tó lè prevent ni tí òun ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ pé kò lè prevent. You know there are events in life tó yẹ pé yóò lè kò sí nǹkan tí yóò lè ṣe agbára ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run lágbára nìyẹn wà bó eléyìí báyìí àwọn àìsàn yìí because measles for example tá à ń sọ yìí let's use polio for example.
Okay.
Do you know that ẹni tó bá ní polio virus ó lè di kẹ́ni yẹn kó máa sọ́pá rìn kó má lè rìn dáadáa táwa di kùkéré tó bá rìn. Now all those things, why we can prevent it, why can't we? So there is oral polio virus vaccine rather that can prevent this. Measles yìí tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀ yìí, do you know that it can lead to blindness?
Yes.
It can lead to blindness, it can lead to pneumonia, a whole lot of terrible things. So a lot of terrible things. Even death, yeah. Even death. Ayé ìgbà kan tí vaccine ò tí ì dé. I remember those days. What they will use is epo pupa. And tó ní vaccine tó affect lungs tó ti affect body part wọ́n á fi epo pupa ara lára. Báwo ni epo pupa yẹ fẹ́ wọlé sínú ara? Wọ́n máa fún léwu
bitter leaf and
ewúro and stuff like that. But now there is vaccine that can prevent that. So cervical cancer, for example, is disturbing a whole lot of ladies now, women now. But now the government and partners have actually now found HPV vaccine. I want look at it.
And there's screening as well. So
yeah,
you get the vaccine.
So nǹkan prevent. Prevent. Most of these things are free, though they are very expensive. Very, very expensive. This measles vaccine we're talking about is thousands of naira.
But they are giving it for free.
They are giving it for free. Polio virus is thousands of naira. At least a dose of polio is around 8,000 naira. So, and they are giving us for free. I don't know. So imagine. And these things will prevent us from lifelong problems. So vaccines are very important and they are safe. Imagine whatever could work.
Okay. Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà sórí ètò ìlera ṣe kókó ó ṣe pàtàkì lórí ìkànnì Success 105.3 FM tá a fi kalẹ̀ sí Mọ́kọ́lá nílùú Ìbàdàn. Orúkọ tèmi ni Bolalnle adẹ́nsọ̀rọ̀ lórí ìgbóná látẹ̀ǹkan. Mr. Tony nọ́mbà wa ṣe kí ni nọ́mbà wa yàn náà Tony látẹ̀ǹkan. So welcome back if you're just joining us. This is Health Matters on Success 105.3 FM. We'll be talking about measles. So right now I want Mr. Tony to tell us, is there even cure for this? I haven't experienced all the symptoms, this and that. Okay, so is there cure for this at all? Is there any treatment? What exactly can somebody do? Kí ni èèyàn lè ṣe tó bá tẹ̀ wá jẹ́ pé òkè o àti rí pé báyìí ló ṣe rí àti rí gbogbo àwọn àpẹẹrẹ yẹn o kí ni nǹkan téèyàn lè ṣe tí ó ní bá a ṣe lè gbé gbà tí wọ́n fi máa wo èèyàn sàn tó máa lọ pátápátá ni àbí báwo?
Yeah, thank you, Sugar. The first thing is to prevent it at all. Just don't have it.
Okay.
Because this particular stuff we're talking about is not good. Oman shilekunle for other diseases to attack. Yeah. Because otima babugba on soldiers nje. So kibodi to recuperate after some days. That's le mu another soldiers jade. You know, so I want other things ati wole. Then people living with HIV, people having cancers and things like that, Kodaku to attack on. Now, the question is, does it have a cure? Of course. Once you start seeing the symptoms, please just go to the hospital around you or the primary health care centers. Thank God for your state. At least every
Local government.
LGA has good, fantastic PHCs. So just go there. They are going to treat you. One my alcohol test that is confirmed though. They can do the test through your blood or
take your blood sample.
Blood sample or the saliva and things like that. So, but when you get there, they are going to treat the person. They'll treat the person of the infections, dehydrate the person and stuff like that. So, once you start seeing the symptoms, please go to the primary health care. All these things are very cheap. But
so the first thing is prevention. Tó bá ti wá rí pé ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn. Àwọn tó bá ti ṣàyẹ̀wò fún yín, àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kán ṣe fún yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìtọ́jú, wọ́n á lè ṣe é fún yín. We've been talking about vaccination since, and I know some people will be like, okay, what's vaccination? And I think that vaccination látẹ̀kọ̀ àwọn kan tí wọ́n pé kí ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. So please, Mr. Tony, what exactly is vaccination? What is vaccination?
Vaccination is, to the lowest way I can describe it now,
language.
It's just a way of supporting our body system. Naturally, our body has immune system.
Okay.
All right. So it's now empowering them again so that they can fight against some targeted diseases.
Kéèyàn ro tó ti wà ń bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ kéèyàn ro lágbára sí
láti lè ṣiṣẹ́ sí against àwọn àrùn kọ̀ọ̀kan. So oríṣiríṣi àwọn àrùn tẹ́gbẹ́ tí wọ́n bá ti gba àwọn kìíní kò ní múyàn mọ́.
Okay. Usually, immunization, vaccination, they are used interchangeably. So, ṣé nǹkan náà ni pé immunization o vaccination o ṣé nǹkan náà ni àbí yàtọ̀ tí ẹ wà nú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ méjèèjì?
Nǹkan náà ni. When immunization is the process.
Okay.
So, bàtọ̀ wá fún yín. Tó bá ti fún yẹn nìyẹn, the person is now vaccinated.
Okay.
So you understand.
Tó bá ti fún yàn ní vaccination.
Yes.
Tó bá ti wá wọnú àgọ́ ara gangan bóyá.
No, you are immunized.
That's immunization.
Then you are not immunized. When I'm giving you, you are being vaccinated.
Okay.
But after you have gotten it, you are not immunized.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much for that clarity. So let's talk about it. We mentioned that there's vaccine for measles that we're talking about now, but I don't understand that there are other diseases that we can get vaccines for as well. So I would like you to talk more about such, just to enlighten people as well.
Of course. Now I said something the other time. I said the normal way. In fact, the standard way is routine immunization.
Okay.
The original way, we are not supposed to be carrying vaccines around to go and give the people.
Okay.
That's what we call supplementary immunization activities and things like that. It's because many people are not following this routine immunization.
Àwọn èèyàn kì í wá.
Àwọn gbogbo èèyàn kan ló mọ̀ pa àǹfààní
pé ká máa gba àwọn abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára yìí.
So and ó dẹ̀ léwu torí àwọn èèyàn ò ní àǹfààní yẹn láti mọ̀ àbí tí wọ́n wá ó bẹ́ẹ̀ tàkàwókù lọ bá wọn because àwọn àgbà máa ní kí kinní kan tó de gbòólù kàn bí là ń ké sí so wọn lọ́ fi máa ń gbé jáde lọ bá wọn àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn. Number 2, there is what we call zero conversion. So pé bàtàn bá fẹ́ lù mí bí a torí physiological state ẹni yẹn ó lè máa ṣe tó bó ṣe kàn yẹn ṣe but wọ́n bá lọ fún ní supplementary yẹn àwọn booster dose yẹn á jẹ́ kó wá pé tán pátápátá. But the normal way, the standard way is the routine immunization. tó máa ń wà ní Nàìjíríà sìn a ní láti bàtàn bá ṣe bímọ báyìí pam títí di ọmọ ọdún 9 ó láwọn kan tó yẹ kó gbà àwọn kan wà tó yẹ kó gbà nígbà tá a bá ṣe ìbí àwọn kan wà tó yẹ kó gbà nígbà tó ọmọ yẹn bá pọ̀ ọmọ ọ̀sẹ̀ 6 àwọn kan wà ní ọ̀sẹ̀ 10 àwọn kan wà ní 14 weeks àwọn kan wà ní 6 months 9 months bàtà ọmọ yẹn bá pọ́dún kan ó ní àwọn tó yẹ kó lọ gbà 15th month and also 9 years na 15th month ara ẹ̀ ni mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa measles yẹn ó máa gbà ní 9 months á gbà ní 15th month alright ti 9 years yẹn ara ẹ̀ là ń sọ nípa HPV vaccine nísìnyí ìyẹn ló máa ń dènà jẹjẹrẹ ẹnu ilé ọmọ obìnrin ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yóò sìn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ cervical cancer jẹjẹrẹ ẹnu ọmọ obìnrin ó ń affect ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ obìnrin but now kìíní yẹn ti wà so ìjọba tún wá wò ó sí pé ok àwọn tá a lè fún nínú gbogbo ẹni tó bá wà reproductive age ló wà at risk of cervical cancer ló lè kó cervical cancer so ìjọba wá wò pé ok ẹ jẹ́ ká tiẹ̀ ọkọ̀ gba àwọn ọmọdé yìí ná you understand àgbàlagbà náà lè lọ gbà so 9 to 14 years ni wọ́n ti ń fọ́n láwọn ìlú mi Ọ̀yọ́ state ó là kó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ by the end of this month àwọn iṣẹ́ tí ń lọ lábẹ́lẹ̀ láti bá àwọn caregivers àwọn ọ̀tọ̀kùlú tó yẹ pọ́n lè bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ náà ọmọdé ló wà fún náà máa fún àgbàlagbà náà lè gbà ṣùgbọ́n èyí tíjọba ń filẹ̀ yìí 9 to 14 years ni ó ní ìdíjọ́ fi mú dá ọ̀fẹ́ ni wọ́n máa lọ káàkiri ilé ìwé gbogbo ẹ̀bẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n máa fáwọn èèyàn ó dá káwọn ọmọ wa tètè gbà. So perhaps the people in charge will possibly come here and talk elaborately on it. Tabashe bímọ ó láwọn abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára tó yẹ kó mọ́ gbà oru BCG nsìn ó yẹ kó mọ́ gbà OPV 0 ó yẹ kó mọ́ gbà oru BCG yẹn ló máa ń dènà tuberculosis nǹkankan. Tuberculosis lè máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́yìn lómi kí o tí mọ̀ tó pé òun náà wà infected. Ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ measles náà sọ pé tí mi ò bá ní measles lára kò ní farahàn títí bí ọjọ́ 10. So ẹ̀wọ̀n ní ọ̀dọ̀ wa bíbí ìdẹ̀rù yìí tábà ti bí máa ẹ kó ewu ọmọ ẹ gbé wá ẹwẹ̀ kẹrò tórótó and things and stuff like that. ẹni tó ní tuberculosis gan náà tó ti ń bọ́mọ sọ̀rọ̀ ó ti ń so bá máa ṣe bí ọmọ tán gbàrà ara àwọn òdì tó fi dá kíyàn máa bímọ sí ilé ìwòsàn nìyẹn. tó ń ṣe pé gbogbo àwọn kíní wọn ti ṣàlàyé fún wọn wá dẹ̀ fún ọmọ yẹn instantly láti lè fi rọ́ ọmọ yẹn lágbára pẹ̀lú tó bá bímọ sínú yàrá ẹ̀ tí ò lọ sí hospital tí ò lọ sáwọn bíi tó standard àwọn primary health care and hospitals and things like that ó put ọmọ yẹn at risk. So àdbà tó máa gbà wọn yẹn anáwọn tó ń pè penta tó máa ń dènà whooping cough nǹkan oríṣiríṣi bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ṣá bí gbogbo nìṣe márùn ní hepatitis B náà tó ń protect ẹ̀ náà wà OPV náà wà ara OPV yẹn náà tó máa ń gbé jáde káàkiri wọ́n sì ṣe kan ní March wọ́n ṣe kan náà ní April náà ṣe understand láti dènà náà tá a bá gbọ́ pé ní ìsìn bóyá ká ní measles nísìn ó bẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n notice ẹ̀ pé cases ẹ̀ high ní particular place wọ́n á trace ward yẹn let's say ward of the local government wọ́n wá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun níbẹ̀ láti rí pé gbogbo èèyàn tó wà níbẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n sáré wọn lọ́rọ̀ wọn lágbára kó má bàa tàn kálẹ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ kókò lè paná kíní yẹn síbẹ̀ ṣe understand now ó máa ń da ká gba routine immunization for example COVID-19 the target for COVID-19 is at least 70% of the people tó ń bá gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára kòró ó máa reduce ó máa cause ó máa form herd immunity tó yẹ pé gbogbo ìlú máa ti ní kò ní tàn ká mọ́ kòrónsìn 2021 níwòye 2021 do you think we will ever be like this? But you can now see now that kòró ti di ohun àná mo bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan sọ̀rọ̀ ní bíi 3 or 4 days ago ní ibì kan tí mo wà pé ó wá ní organisation òun tiẹ̀ ń wá COVID-19 cases káàkiri mo ní mélòó lẹ́rí ó lẹ́yọ̀ kan gbogbo last year last year why because people have been vaccinated. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni orú measles tá à ń sọ yìí mo sọ pé ní Canada ní US ẹlòmíì inú wọn tó jẹ́ bí èjì mi kò rí measles sójú rí ẹ̀yin ti máa rí measles sójú rí àwọn méjì tó wà nínú studio tiwa ẹ ti rí measles sójú rí bọ̀ àwọn èèbó tó dàbí èjì wa wọn ò rí sójú rí because gbogbo wọn ti gbà wọn abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára yẹn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ orú tuberculosis kankan tá à ń sọ yìí náà tá a bá gbà wọn abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára nígbà tó yẹ ká gbà oral polio all those things when we are yellow fever as well àwọn abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára wà fún yellow fever náà malaria náà ti ní vaccine I hope you know.
Yes.
Ibà náà ti ní vaccine and it's coming to Nigeria.
But
very soon.
Yes, I understand, but I think lots of people are afraid. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ló ń bẹ̀rù torí wọn ní tàbá ti gbà tán báyìí ó láwọn side effects kan èèyàn máa ṣe báyìí èèyàn máa ṣe bá ṣe tàn òun ló máa ń fà sí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹlòmíì ò kì í fẹ́ gbà. Because mo rántí nípa ti COVID yẹn gbà yẹn náà táwọn èèyàn kọ́kọ́ gbà tán ní àìrọ̀ ó kọ́kọ́ jẹ́ káwọn feel bákan náà ó jẹ́ káwọn sick bí ẹni pé àwọn gan ní virus yẹn gangan ló ṣe rí so that's the reason why lots of people yes so kí ni nǹkan tẹ́ rí sọ sí yẹn náà.
Now ẹ sọ nǹkan nípa ó jẹ́ kí yàn fi ìbá kan normal abẹ́rẹ́ ìpínyàn ní ibà wọ́n fi hàn lábẹ́rẹ́ lásán ojú abẹ́rẹ́ yẹn máa dùn yàn so most of these vaccine kò ń ṣàtọ́lá ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà wà tó yẹ pé abẹ́rẹ́ ni so tíyàn bá gba ojú bẹ̀yẹn léwu fẹ́rẹ́fẹ́ àbí kó rọra pọ́n fẹ́rẹ́fẹ́ these are normal things for injection torí kò sẹ́ni tó máa sọ fún yín pé injection o nǹkan gùn lára ó rọrùn so àwọn gbogbo àwọn kan tó ń sọ yìí tẹ́ bá kàn lo paracetamol ó ti tán wọn la máa fi advice tó ń bá lọ sí health center kó tó fáwọn ọmọ wọn máa sọ fún wọn nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ gbà yìí o nǹkan tó likely láti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí lílé tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ má gbọ̀n ẹ kò fún ní paracetamol ẹ jẹ́ kó jẹun kó sùn ara ẹ̀ dẹ̀ máa yá now àwọn rúmọ̀ kan máa ń jáde ẹnìkan send rúmọ̀ kan sí mi èmi àtẹniyẹn jọ ṣiṣẹ́ ní Ọ̀yọ́ so she is a nurse àwọn tó máa lọ not this standard nurse ṣá àwọn tó máa lọ ń kọ ẹ and things like that.
Yes.
So the lady now sent me a rumour on a particular vaccine pé ẹ má gbà o kíníkan I told the person I said you are a disgrace to your profession ta ló send kíní sí ẹ ó dárúkọ ẹni tó send ẹ mo ní you are a disgrace now ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àtẹ̀bá notice ayé gba lockdown kíníkan yẹn táwọn kan náà ń gbé ayé sọ
òun náà ni mo sọ
wípé wọn àwọn wọ́n lè ní àwọn Fúlàní ti dé o ẹ máa sálọ wọ́n ti fẹ́ gba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá o ẹ máa sálọ kí ló ti wá ṣẹlẹ̀ lónìí báyìí ẹlòmíràn ní abẹ́rẹ́ yẹn kíní kan ẹ máa sá lọ o ẹ má gba abẹ́rẹ́ yẹn ìrọ̀rùn gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni yẹn mú jáde àwọn tí ìjàmbá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí they won't be able to provide it tẹ bá dẹ̀ máa wo àwọn kan wà tó máa ń sponsor malinformation tó máa ń sponsor misinformation
just to stop people from taking it.
Yes boru nísìnyí tí ara ọmọ bá ń gbóná tẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ gbọ́mọ lọ sí hospital mi ní dárúkọ lórí afẹ́fẹ́ bò ó láwọn ibìkan tẹ máa gbé wọn lọ tó jẹ́ local and traditional ways àwọn ènìyàn mi ì dárúkọ anybody àwọn ènìyàn lè ó possible kó máa sponsor ẹ̀ àwọn ológun èbó kan wà tó yẹ pé tára bá ń gbóná àwọn lè máa fún oògùn wọn lè máa rà tẹ́ máa lò fara gbígbóná but anìkan máa sọ fún yín pé oògùn kan wà tẹ́ máa lò tó yẹ pé ara yín ò ní máa gbóná mọ́ ṣé inú ẹni tó ń ta oògùn tó ń ṣe oògùn tí tó ń dára gbígbóná wúyẹ ṣé inú ẹ̀ máa dùn orú ẹni yẹn lè sponsor pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń darí wọn rú pé má jẹ́ kí wọ́n má wulẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń darí wọn rú jàre. So you understand where these things are coming from now where the government and we should work and partners should support the government is sensitizing the people. When people are sensitized, this kind of program you're doing now, now it's a good one.
Even this thing you just mentioned now, I believe it will change a lot of people's impression about stuff like this.
All right.
It will.
So sensitization, let people be sensitized. Let people know what's up, what's the real deal about this thing. Fake information, but what right information in different means, either print or whatever media.
Social media.
Is out. They understand. Our people have common sense. But if the information is not going out enough, they will be affected. Number 2, culture, it's affecting all these things. But the truth is that ayé ìgbà tí wọ́n máa ń fi epo ra tó bá ní ìgbóná lára tálómi máa gbàbẹ̀ kú tálómi máa gbàbẹ̀ fọ́ lójú and things like that. Compare it to now that there are vaccines to solve it. You can see that we should adopt some things. There are some religious people also that are extremists. Religious people that are extremists that they will tell you that vaccine is a sin or whatever. If you check the Bible supports preventive medicine. If you check the Quran as well, Quran supports preventive medicine. In fact, I'm not a Muslim, but I read it. There's a place that said it's a sin for you to ban means láti prevent tó dẹ̀ ṣe tó wá dípò sick. It's not really good. Allah for what see. But there are some religious extremists that they will tell you.
Okay, well, I was just looking at you because all these things you're saying, you are like opening lots of people's eyes to things that they didn't know before, I believe, because I also am getting to learn some new things from all the things you're saying. So it feels like this show should not end again. But what can I say? The time is fast spent, so I have to go, we have to go. But I believe gbogbo nǹkan tá a ti ń sọ látẹ̀ǹkan náà àwọn èèyàn tó ń gbọ́ wa ń lé wọ́n máa ti rí mélòó kan mú nínú gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ kálẹ̀ pé gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ látẹ̀ǹkan kò yé wọn àbí wọn ò mọ̀ ọ̀bọ̀ èmi mọ̀ dájú pé nínú gbogbo tá a ti sọ kalẹ̀ látẹ̀ǹkan gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa ń lé ẹ ti rí mélòó kan mú bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀lé máa fi ṣe kíni o tẹ̀lé máa fi ṣòdiwọ̀n ayé nítorí pé kíni ìlera ṣe kókó ó ṣe pàtàkì. Do you have any final words for the listeners before we go?
Yeah, my word of advice is please, when somebody just give birth, tabatin keni eku ewu ọmọ ohun tá mama sọ fún wọn ní pé ṣó ti lọ gbà wọn abẹ́rẹ́ rẹ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn o. Remind them. I always remind them. I always tell them to sleep inside mosquito net in quotes. Yeah. So that's what we should just tell them. Let's remind them. Let's support them. Our grandma, grandpa, ẹja support àwọn ọmọ àtọ́ ń bímọ kó lọ gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára wọn pé kó gbà bó ṣe kó ṣe gbà ọ̀nà àrọ̀ wà lọ́wọ́.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tony, for coming on the show today. Thank you.